Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It's December 23rd, 2024, and outside we have snow. We are gonna have a white Christmas. Yeah, for sure we're gonna have a white Christmas. Today it feels like it's minus 24 outside. That's the wind chill factor. I think it's about minus 18 current temperature. It's cold. The snow is not gonna melt. It's not gonna go anywhere. And tomorrow we're supposed to get more snow. So guaranteed that we're gonna have a white Christmas this year. Looks nice out there. I'm on vacation, so I don't have to deliver the mail in it, so it's kind of nice. My daughter and wife are both at work today. Ari is home, so today we're doing a little catch up on some videos. I said last week, if you saw my video on Friday, I'd gotten a bunch of different things in the mail that were stamp related. So today is the day that I'm gonna start showing you what I got. I got a box and I got 3 envelopes. We're gonna start with the 3 envelopes. I figured the box, we all want to know what's in it, especially me. I want to explore it. But I figured that would be the perfect present to open on Christmas Eve. So that will be tomorrow's video. We'll be opening that box, going through it, and seeing what's in there. Today, we are going to tackle the stamps that got sent to me. Some beautiful things, very generous of people to do that. And so if it's the first time you're finding my channel, make sure you like, you subscribe, you leave positive comments, you share with other people, and put the notification bell on so you don't miss out on any of the videos that I have coming up. I put out a lot of videos, and so you don't want to miss it. So let's get started right away with the very first envelope that we're going to do. This one actually was an official postcrosser that sent me this. Beautiful presentation stamp on the front of the envelope, and inside she put a few brochures of things that were in her area in Germany. There's also a card in there that was very nice, telling me some background about herself, which I really enjoy being able to see and hear the stories of who these things are coming from. I always ask you that if you're on Instagram, send me a note. That Dad Guy 1974. I really like connecting with people and finding out who's watching the channel and learning a little bit more about the world outside of where I am. It's always wonderful to get a personal experience from someone that's living in a place far away that maybe has similar interests to you. So that being said, let's see what Sigrid sent from Germany. I don't want to rush over this particular stamp that's on the envelope either. I want to give it its due. It's a beautiful stamp. I love the fact that it's the full souvenir sheet on it. And so that is that one. And then inside, she sent a few more common stamps, but these ones are kind of sets too, of transportation and all sorts of things. Some of them need to be soaked off, which I will do. Now that it's a kind of a holiday break for me, I have time to do that. And there's not really any special cancellations that need to be saved on these. And that one's a nice clear cancellation for sure. And these stamps, if they're not in my father's collection, which I believe they probably are, I can use them for trading with other people too. So I like when people offer up a few more things that I can use in giveaways or in just adding to the collection or trading with other people that are just starting out. As we work around the table, the next envelope that arrived was this one here. It came from Kristen in Australia. So Christian, thank you so much. Some beautiful stamps on the front of this cover as well. And then inside, Christian has been great at giving me more content to show, providing me with stamps that I can use for giveaways or adding to my father's collection too, once again. And so we're gonna have a look at the stamps that Christian sent. He sent a whole bunch of mint stamps, low denomination. Unfortunately, I can't use them to put on my letters to mail out, but I could send them to other people who are in Australia to use them. This looks like it probably was a full sheet at one point in time. It's been divided into 3 sections. So it's kind of nice. Really enjoy these stamps too. The Australian Antarctic Territory. So there is a set of 10 of those. And then, I shouldn't say set because it's all the same stamp, but you know what I mean. Captain Cook's Endeavour, nice ship stamp. We have 4 of those. Got a bit of a glare off the top here, so I'll try to position the camera. We have 4 of these as well. And then we have some brand new ones. And these are Olympic stamps from this year. Australia is fantastic about putting out stamps of all their gold medal winners, both in the Olympics and Paralympics. So I really like that idea. And then we have a whole bunch of these 5-cent stamps. Nice one there. It's the Royal Visit from 1970. We have a couple of these ones here, the Grassland Congress. And then Melbourne, 2007. What does it say? It says the World Championships, so swimming championships. So a nice packet of stamps. Thank you, Christian. The next envelope I have to show you was a bit of a surprise. This is someone new to communicating with me. This is the first one I've gotten from Paul in the UK. He has watched my channel here on YouTube and also has followed me on Instagram. And so he reached out on Instagram and said that he wanted to send me something. He had noticed that my father's collection was missing a couple stamps that he thought he might be able to fill in, which I thought was fantastic. And also he's providing me with content to show on the channel, which I really like too. So maybe he's another one that will become a regular one you're going to see on my channel. He goes by Car Boot Philately on Instagram. He puts some beautiful content out too, so I would follow him on Instagram if you can. If you're on that platform already, make sure you follow him on what he's doing. He collects around the world, but pre-1915, so really interesting stamps. The stamps that I said that I really enjoy too. I'm pre-World War II is kind of where I enjoy the stamps. But he saw that there was some gaps in my father's collection and thought he might fill it in. The first stamps that I'm going to show you, though, are more modern. So we're going to break this up into 2 sections as well. So here are the ones that are more modern that he sent. So there are things that he has found in his travels or gotten off envelope correspondence that he has. It's interesting, car boots, so trunk sales, if you will, here in North America. We don't have a lot of that. You know, we have garage sales, which I guess would be kind of the equivalent when people are trying to get rid of some things. But to have a bunch of vehicles in a parking lot or in a, I don't know, in a circle somewhere that you can go through and see all the different wares that people are selling, we don't do that here. So it's an interesting concept that that is something that they do in the UK. I really like this one here with Queen Victoria. And so when I saw his name come up, I thought that is a really cool moniker to have. This one's really nice too, with a royal procession. And a Moncton. Turn that up a bit. All right. And then this stamp, he must have assumed because of polo, I'd like to have a South African hedgehog stamp, which he was correct. But after that, he went into stamps that he thought might fit into my father's collection. There is an off-cut penny red. That's really cool. You can see it across the top. Or the 2 penny blue. Beautiful old stamp. And then we're getting into ones that definitely weren't in my father's collection, so they are filling in some gaps, which I really appreciate. We're going to spend a little bit more time looking at these stamps because they have such great detail in them. Sure, the cancellation's washing that one out a little bit, but when you think of the age of the stamp, they're doing quite well. The detail, if we could get even closer on that black one to see all the points, the dots, and everything in the image. I love how it shows, you know, it shows A and T. You can find out where exactly in the sheet this particular stamp would be located, what row, what column. We've got some Army overprints here. I do like overprints. And then I'm trying to get it so we're not getting as much glare without me lifting up the plastic behind it. Beautiful older stamps. I'm impressed that Paul, one, reached out, but two, that Paul wanted to share some of the things that he was finding with me as well as with you. So the generosity of the communities, both Philately and post-crossing, astound me. I say it over and over again. But more and more people just want to more and more people are into this hobby, and I read an article recently talking about whether or not stamp collecting was a dying hobby and how it isn't, because it has been rejuvenated and just gone online. That social media and channels like mine and many others that are out there are promoting the hobby. Wow. Thank you, Paul. So when I get people like post-crossers that send me stamps because they see it in my profile that I like stamps, or friends that have been watching my YouTube channel and now we're sending stamps in order to be a part of giveaways, to encourage people to get involved in it by helping donate to those giveaways. People that have seen my father's collection as I've been showing it and wanting to fill in the gaps as they see whatever country that maybe they've got stamps for, or just another way of saying, look, you know, have you talked about this stamp before? I've got an extra one in my collection. I'd like you to maybe look into it if you have the time. And I love having those suggestions of ideas of new things that I can talk about, stuff that I can research that I didn't really know about before, because there's tons of information that way too. And the more I get to show you, the more it encourages other people to look further into the hobby and get involved. If you like history, stamps are perfect. If you like mailing and correspondence, stamps are perfect. If you like art, stamps are perfect. There are so many reasons why collecting stamps is a fun hobby. It is also very relaxing to sit down and take these stamps, put them in a basin of water, soak them off, and then let them dry, then go through your Scott or Stanley Gibbons albums or whatever albums you have for stamps, or maybe you're using an app online and finding out where it corresponds, what year it comes from, what number it happens to be in the sequential order of where it was issued. Yeah, or maybe you just like the pretty pictures on it and you want to put it in an album to have all the flowers or all the boat stamps you can find or all the royal stamps you can find. It's limitless the amount of things you can do with stamps. So this today is showing you what came in last week. What some of these things are going to go into my father's collection. Some of the things will go into future giveaways or go off to other stamp collectors that have asked to trade. And some of them are going to give me nice things to do, like soak some stamps one day and just have that relaxing period. Now, the thing that a lot of you have been waiting for is the package. The package that arrived last week, mystery from California. Someone that once again found me on Instagram and has reached out. Tomorrow, Christmas Eve, will be the day to open that present. So if you're still curious about it, wait, tune into tomorrow. If you're into Christmas, check out yesterday's video. I showed the Christmas tree that we do here, kind of the process we do for it, for decorating it and acquiring it. Put that out. I also put out a throwback through Instagram only. I put a throwback showing 12 Days of Christmas that me and my kids did many years ago, and so it's a good memory. So if it's something you want to have a chuckle about, it's kind of a funny video about a parody of Bob and Doug McKenzie doing Canadian things through the 12 Days of Christmas. That's it for today, you guys. Get ready for Christmas. It's coming. If that's something you celebrate, get ready for Hanukkah. If that's something you celebrate, Kwanzaa, and maybe you don't celebrate any of those things, but you're just enjoying some family time, do that as well. So whatever the season is for you, enjoy it. Have a magical week. What, Polo? You say like, subscribe, share, and tell all your friends.
Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy?
Bye. Welcome back to That Dad Guy. It is December 23rd, 2024. 2024? Look, snow. Oh yeah, we'll start again.